pizza, mimosas. You get to go crazy one day a week?
That's my cheat day because, you know, working on the movie, like I said, they instilled a new diet. So I stay low carb, low sugar. So one day, you know, have a good time and balance it out.
And we also saw you at the MTV Video Music Awards with 50 Cent, mega rapper that he is. And he even thanked you on stage for wearing that dress. That was sort of his celebration for the night. Now let's talk about, he's 10 years younger than you are.
11.
11 years younger than you are. And you've said, go Demi Moore, go girls. Is it over now, this concern about somebody younger than you are looking at you and saying, that's a little lower than it could have been?
Well, I mean, it doesn't really bother me. I mean, just how a person treats you, and regardless if they're younger or older than you. If they're nice to you and you have a good time together, that's what's important, is happiness.
And you've said that energizes you.
Yeah, definitely makes me happy. Keeps a pep in my step for sure.
Okay.
To chase after their dreams. Don't date 50 Cent and don't date no damn rappers. It took me years to be able to laugh about it. Right. I had to learn to laugh, not to cry no more. But I did it. Yes. Actually, I was very proud of 50. Your response was fantastic, and I'll take the blue pill.
I love that. Thank you, Ms. Fox.
You're welcome, darlings.
You got it going on.
Right.
Welcome, my friends. My name is Antoine Phoenix, and this is my RP experience. Peace and love to all my brothers and sisters out there. Thank you for being here, seeing another of my videos. Once again, I have a ton of videos on my channel, and definitely the last 10 of my videos is some of my best work. Today's video is about Vivica Fox not being able to get over 50 Cent. This is what men will call being alpha widowed. Vivica Fox is the prime example of a woman that's alpha widowed over 50 Cent. Now, what does alpha widow mean? It means when a woman has been with a man, it doesn't matter how long ago it was, because in their case, it was 20 years ago. But it means that woman cannot get over that man or woman if that woman is bisexual or on that other side. She can never forget that her first love or whatever that guy meant to her. And the thing was, she was married before that guy. Well, before 50 Cent, she was married to some other guy that she dropped once she became famous. And to be fair, men tend to do the same thing once they get elevated in status and money and get exposed or have the opportunity to date better qualities of women. They will tend to leave that woman that was there. But women will do the same thing if they become more attractive, like an example, they lose weight, or they get more famous. They tend to leave the person that they are with. Does everybody do this? I don't know, but I think a lot of people do this. And this goes back to an example that I made in one of my videos, that You can meet a person, be in love with them, everything is fine as long as everything stays about somewhat the same. You have the same work schedule, you live in the same time zone, you still do the same things together, but a different job, having a kid, new friends, certain things coming into your life can maybe split you two apart. Okay, and that's something I put together as I become older. I see how sometimes two people will be the perfect couple and yet they will split up. But in the case of Vivica Fox and 50 Cent, and as far as I heard, they wasn't even together that long. But again, just because a lot of times when people get together, a lot of times they're in that talking stage and then dating stage, and then you find out two people are together. Because a lot of times when women on my social media have bust out with a boyfriend, you can't tell me that guy was not there months before they presented him as the person that they are with. Okay, I don't know if it took a while before the guy asked those two to be exclusive or she decided to share it to social media. So, but going off of that time frame, supposedly they wasn't together that long. It seemed like it was good for the time that it was, and then those two broke up. Now, why did they break up? But I've heard the story that Vivica will admit, and this is rare, but this is one of the times a woman will admit in a way that she was wrong. But she admitted that she would not let 50 Cent be a man and take care of her because she was in her strong, independent era. Now, I understand that when you have an age dynamic thing, because I know one of the black women that I dated, actually the two black women I dated was both older than me. One was a couple years older than me, maybe 3 to 4, and then one was a whopping 10 to 11 years older than me. Those was the only black women I was somewhat serious with that was older than me. They they wanted something different than what they were getting at the age that they were. I did not find that with the black women that was around my age. Now, of course, though, now being older, I don't think I would date a woman, well, any nationality woman that's too much older than me unless if she takes good care of herself and she is in good shape. But if she don't care how she takes care of herself, how she looks, she's in that it is what it is type of era, that's not for me. It's not all just about looks, but it is all about how she presents herself. It also means, in a way, how she's going to value me because I am totally against a woman that will look one way when we are together, and then when she has girls' nights out or she goes out with her friends, then she gets all dialed up. Okay? Either you do it for me or you don't do it for no one is how I would look at it. And I would be the same way too. I wouldn't get dressed up just to go out and not get dressed up being around you and taking you out or something. That's why I do think in relationships is important that you do take your woman out so that she gets that feel of getting dialed up to go somewhere. Also, so that you get a little dressed up and do something constructive. The thing is, though, you don't have to spend a ton of money each time that you go out. And if you're with the right woman, she won't be trying to suck your pockets dry, getting you to do things that you are uncomfortable of doing. Now, coming back to Vivica Fox and 50 Cent. Obviously, because she's still thinking about this man. She definitely loves him. Still loves him. Well, she loved him at the time. She still has feelings for him, and she would still like to be with him. But I do believe in his case, he has moved on from the situation, and maybe he thinks of that time of those two together fondly, but he has moved past it. The thing is, she doesn't look how she looked at the time when those two was together. Because I have to admit, she took good care of herself. Because I remember, I think she was in her late 30s around the time they started dating, and she was beautiful. Now, obviously, age has caught up with her. I don't know if she had any plastic surgery or that's the rumor that she had certain things done that it didn't work how maybe she wanted to work out. But either way, she's 60 or over 60 years old. So obviously age is going to eventually catch up with you. And I remember when 50 Cent had that halftime show and he was hanging upside down and he made fun of Madonna. It looked like he also put on some weight as well. But then his recent pictures, I guess maybe he felt bad about that. It looks like he's in moderately decent shape now. I know as men, we definitely have to be attracted to the woman. If we are with a woman that was with us at the beginning, when we was younger, and we both aged together, and this is the one thing that I will say some men can do if they really love the woman. They can stay with that one woman and they will still see that woman beautiful, even though she is a lot older or she doesn't look how she used to look in the past. But yeah, not all men do that. And definitely a lot of women, while they will say they're not as hung up on the looks, I do think a lot of them are hung up on your finances, if you can take care of them, if you can still show them a good time, give them that emotional high. Sometimes I keep forgetting that one. I believe that's the most important thing. If you're not giving that woman the butterfly feeling or that feeling that she seems to can't forget, then really is game over. Because I've heard women talk about that, about people, usually people they are still chasing and trying to be with, or it didn't work out and the person got away, but they still have that feeling for them. Notice for men that they don't feel that for, they really won't treat well. And you can't tell me Vivica Fox has not dated no men since 50 Cent. As far as I know, I haven't seen her attached to anyone, and definitely not anyone that is a celebrity or well known. But the thing is, it always comes back to that man right there. And this is the reason why a lot of times men will bring up the body count. But see, me, not to say that wild body count won't turn me off, it's all about the man or the men that she usually goes for, or if it's a man that she's still fixated on. If a woman's telling me she's still in love with somebody, or that person was the love of their life that they'll always love or something, I will not feel safe being in a serious relationship with them. Because the thing is, I will think that all that person has to do is give them a phone call or pop up in their DMs or make some type of move and they will drop me like a hot rock. So if you know a woman is fixated on a guy like this, do not do it. Now, do men get alpha widows? I don't think so, but I do think a man will always remember some of the women that he has loved. But see, the difference is most of those men, not to say it's not some men that won't do it, but most men, and I'll use myself as an example, I might still think fondly of times that I had with somebody. But if I'm with somebody new and I'm happy with them, otherwise I wouldn't be with them. But if I'm happy with them, it doesn't matter if maybe I still have some feelings for them. I'm not going to leave them. I'm not going to go back to something that was bad or toxic, or I know the person really never felt for me like I felt for them, and leave somebody that I know, well, I believe feels for me the way I need them to feel for me. Okay? But that's the thing. A woman will blow it up if she doesn't, that deadly combo, if she does not feel that strong feeling, emotional roller coaster feeling for you, and especially if she feels it for somebody else. If she feels it for somebody else and you know it, I would leave that woman alone. So that's an example of a woman being alpha widow. If you like this video, give me a like and subscribe and see some of my other videos. And have a good day.
Previously on the Smurfs. Smurf Village in progress. And all the Smurf guys were trying to holler at Smurfette. Handy Smurf pulled up, about to build Smurfette a whole new house. She was not impressed.
I don't want no wood house. Where the bricks at?
Damn, who the hell told this Smurf about bricks? Girl, I smurfed all day and night on this masterpiece. What you think?
Oh my God, this is trash.
Damn, girl, why you gotta smurf me like that? Smurfette, you like romance novels? I wrote one just for you, 50 Shades of Smurf.
Get away from me, fool. You know I can't read.
Uh-oh, it's Hillbilly Smurf, dropping a gift basket of rocks.
Watch where you smurfing, you smurfing ass Smurf.
Tarzan Smurf to the rescue.
Wow, finally a real Smurf.
What? You gonna choose this broke-ass Smurf over us? Yeah! Smurfette was gone. They about to go to the woods and smurf.
Yeah! Dollar bills, keep you falling from me. I love the way it feels, boss. Some money, dropping on my money. Drop some money on a sister, yummy, yeah. Drinking, right, things I like. More, buy, stopping in my ass tonight. Some money, dropping on my money. $5 bill.